Great! Welcome everyone to the second game of the series, MbL versus TheViper. What is more classic than this? Probably just probably just TheViper versus Doubt, but yeah, still a very nice matchup to see. We are going to have a 1-0 score in favor of MbL for the time being. TheViper is going to have the chance to equalize the series and potentially go for a third game. Or if he loses this one and he forever declares MbL the superior, the superior player, we could also see that. By the way, what is it about what is it about selecting and the user interface changing? See? Yeah, Fire's retiring after Heaven Cup 3. From what I got the last time that I asked him, he's still probably gonna keep playing until June, but I don't think he's gonna be doing it so professionally or at least tournaments. So yeah, man, feels bad. Fire's a really chill dude. He was one of the easiest persons. He was one of the easiest persons to work with during Rise to Glory. What do you get for civilizations again? Oh, yeah. Okay, so Viper's gonna be playing Malay, which means that he's gonna be able to go up ages 80% faster or research ages 80% faster. On top of that, he's also gonna be getting 30% cheaper Battle Elephant line units. He is going to have also, what is the other one? A fishing bonus that is not going to be relevant in Gold Rush, and the team bonus is also going to be dogs getting twice the line of sight, so not relevant for him. MbL, on the other hand, playing as Labs, is going to be getting 10% faster working farmers, down from 15 before the E came out. He is going to have free supplies, as now tracking is actually just a thing that everyone gets in Fuel Age for free. And they're also going to have 15% cheaper siege weapons, alright? For the team bonus, they are going to have 5 population support for each military production building, so they're going to be acting as houses in that regard. And that's about it. I mean, Fire is just 30, right? I'm not really sure. I think so. College. Yeah, wasn't he in college already? I think he probably doesn't. He probably just doesn't want to split time anymore, so he probably wants to focus on college more. Which makes sense, and if I had to be honest, I was also considering getting into college this year. But the problem with the public school is that the schedules are so bad. Like, so bad. You are going to have one class at 10 a.m, the next class is going to be 2 p.m, next one is going to be 7 p.m. It takes all day, so I wasn't going to be able to keep on streaming, which is a bummer. And decided against that in the end. Because I support myself with streaming, right? I wasn't going to be able to find any other job that would accommodate to college, so I just decided against it. But yeah, I don't know about Fire. I don't know how it works in Brazil. So I'm just going to keep on studying online. Hopefully that's going to be enough for when the stream ultimately crashes down and yeah, get some fire. Just kidding, by the way. I'm still gonna try to make it work, but just gotta make fun of it. Anyway, I'm digressing again. You work Noah? Yeah, I'm a streamer, man. I cast. Wasn't Fire already working? I'm not really sure, actually. I don't know. Maybe he just got in college now. I missed shirtless Fire. Yeah, I don't know. He might still stream from time to time, but he's not gonna be playing professionally. He's not gonna be playing tournaments, I think. When you play tournaments, you need a lot of time to prepare. You need to analyze your opponents. You need to practice a lot. Well, if you're just streaming like 1-2 hours a day, and you're playing casually, you can still do it. But yeah, that's about it. By the way, MbL's map generation is not going to be looking too hot. He's going to have both goals forward While the Viper, on the other hand, is also going to have both goals forward, but he's going to be able to wall one of those goals into his base, which is awesome. Second one is going to be outside the walls for sure, but securing just one is going to be enough for him. And playing as Malay is going to be trying to go for fast castle, and I think he's very, very likely to get away with it. MbL should have to go forward extremely early, try and prevent Viper from doing that, and I don't think he's going to be doing that for the time being. Now MbL got trapped inside Viper's base, it seems like. Yeah. Now MbL is gonna try to take the hill advantage so that he doesn't lose the scout, but he's not gonna be able to do too much with this. He took a very bad engagement over there. And that is great, that is great. I don't think MbL is gonna be able to take the engagement even up hills. Viper's going for walls as well, but this is open on the left hand side. Might be trapped that he can scout. He's going to be able to scout only this area because Viper's not going to allow him to get out of here. Now, not even with the hill advantage, MbL is going to be able to take this engagement against the Viper. It's over. He's losing the scout now. He should have tried to get the scout out here, but the problem is Viper's base right now is laid out in such a way that if he goes for a palisade wall over here, then MbL cannot get away of this area. Cannot get out of this area anyway. So MbL knows that Viper's gonna be going for fast castle, and MbL is gonna be in fuel age right now, but he's not sending villagers forward. Instead, he is in fuel age with 25 villagers. And is he going to have enough to go up to castle age? He will, in just a bit, in just a little bit. That is so freaking strong farmers, man, for Slavs. So strong. Take a look at that. 25 villagers, fast castle. No problem. Market on the way, blacksmith on the way. All good. And then the Viper on the other hand. The Viper is going to be in fuel age in a little bit. He's going to try and go up with 6 extra villagers. And we have barracks on the way, so Viper is going to be trying to go probably for an archer range and a blacksmith, although if I have to be completely honest, this barracks is going up a little bit too late now. He's going to be in fuel age before the barracks goes up, so going for archer range and blacksmith is going to set him behind. What is he going to do? He's going to go for 2 villagers. Going to be scouting MbL as well, who is on his way to castle age already. The Viper gonna be getting 2 extra villagers. I don't quite get what he's going for. He has a blacksmith already. He has enough resources to, oh, it's going to be a stable. It's going to be a stable. Is he going to go for knights? Is he going to go for elephants? That is kind of weird though. If you're playing Malay, you know that you are not going to have good cavalry, so going for a stable might be good for cheaper elephants if he wants to mess them up. I guess it depends on what he saw from MbL when scouting, but he doesn't really know too much about MbL. He doesn't know about military buildings coming up from MbL. Yeah, that is the thing. I also think it's probably going to be elephants, but it's going to be a slow moving unit. It's going to take a while for you to mass them up with only 1 stable. And then MbL is probably going to scout the stable as well. So I don't know. The villager count is going to be 8 higher for the Viper. Probably going to be going down to only 5 higher by the time he is up in castle age. And what is MbL going to do? MbL's got 1 spearman over there. He realizes about the forward stable. And now he sacrificed the spearman. 7 snow leopards now outside Viper's wall. Just waiting for some villager to sneak over here. To just get close to there. MbL did not even try to go for walls. Instead, he is going to be completely open, but he's going to be taking a lot of resources. And what is the Viper going to do? Well, He's now in Castle Age. He's gonna be going for... Nice, interesting. So Malay don't get even chain Bardin armor, they only go up to scale Bardin armor. So that is +1/+1. And he's gonna be getting the leopards, he's gonna be getting the scout as well. We have a monastery app for the Viper, so if he goes for elephants and he goes for monks, he should be able to prevent MbL from converting his units. Or anyway, MbL will be converting the elephants and the Viper will be trying to convert them back. By which point MbL would just delete the elephants and wouldn't be as good for him. But now we have a second monastery on the way for the Viper. So what do Malay monks lack? They're actually going to be quite good. They're only going to be lacking fervor and they're going to be lacking theocracy. But besides that, they get everything else. So we have redemption, we have atonement, we have sanctity, block printing, illumination, everything. Everything. And MbL managed to get one conversion over here. Going for a second DC, by the way. Is that the second one or the third one? It's going to be the third DC. The Viper, on the other hand, how many DCs are we on? We're on 1 DC. Is gonna be going full aggro, but I don't know what's up with the Viper today. He is gonna be getting housed. He's getting housed. He's going for 2 monasteries. Gonna be getting sanctity, so it is going to be a monk push. And the villager count is going to be the same, so MbL is catching up to the Viper, as he should. And the Viper is gonna be taking 2 monks already for MbL. From MbL, and MbL is gonna be taking 1 villager from the Viper, who was trying to go for the dock over there. That is the ultimate meme strat. Oh my god, I can't believe it. The Viper is going to get away with the villager as well. Oh boy. MbL eventually gets cleaned up over here. But the Viper cannot just get out just yet. He is going to have to survive against 2 scouts over here from MbL. Just imagine if he was able to get the dock up, he will be able to go for fishing ships and villages at the same time. He would be able to start fishing with the fish traps, and that provides unlimited food for them. Malay are going to have 33% cheaper fish traps that provide unlimited food, as you can see here. I said that was going to be irrelevant over here, but it seems like it won't, and the Viper's gonna try to take advantage of it. What is MbL gonna do about that? He should know. He had the scouts over there, so he should be aware of it. Now MbL is gonna be going for monks himself. He's gonna be going for sanctity, but he's got a few scout cavalry to use over here. And this is the champion. This is the champion warrior taking on 2 snow leopards while he gets cheered by the monks. Infinite fish traps, yeah. It's not going to be able to fit a lot of fish traps over here though, and they are going to be extremely exposed. So MbL could potentially send, I don't know, a few archers over here or something, and yeah, that'll be awful for the Viper. But still though, let's see how long this lasts. The Viper going to be getting 1 monk, going to be deleting the scout, but it's going to be worth it for him. A worthy trade. KV, by the way, is going to be 1-to-1 actually for the Viper, and it's going to be 3-to-5 for MbL, which means that he's been losing a few units to conversions. If the memes are too strong, you have the fish trap if possible. Well, the memes are too strong, and he is going to do that, but only after he runs out of shorefish. Now Viper's going for a middle castle, and even though he is 10 villages behind, what is MbL going to do about that? He's going to have enough resources to go for a castle eventually at some point. But for the time being, he's not really doing too much. He's going for atonement, so it's going to be monks for both players. And now the Viper's going to try to get a conversion over here. Not going to be able to. But the cat's out of the bag. Viper has shown his hand. And now MbL is going to be able to react to it. More monks coming out for him. And Slav monks are actually not that good. Well, they're not too bad either, but they don't... Well, they used to not get Fate. I think that they do get Fate right now. Do they? They didn't used to have it, now they do it. Okay, so with Fate, they're only going to be missing Heresy, so it's not too bad. It's actually going to be a little bit better than Malay monks even. But military count is going to be higher for the Viper. Military count is going to be higher for the Viper. MbL is going to be getting a castle up here. And the Viper is on his way to Imperial Age. You see, the weird thing about Gold Rush, and I think the one thing that makes most people probably prefer Golden Pit, is that you get the hill over here. So I do see the terrain around here, and I do see the elevations around the center. But the trebuchets never have enough range to reach the castle from within the elevation. So the castle soul is going to be uphills, and that is what I think most people don't really like about Gold Rush. Oh, and Orthodoxy as well. Yeah. Tanky monks for sure. Oh, MbL is getting the conversions over here, and the Viper is gonna be taking the monk. The Viper is gonna be taking the monk, and MbL is gonna have to bail over here. It wasn't worth it though. You're gonna be losing 100 gold over here for Wu. No, that is not worth it. MbL on the other hand is gonna want to go for a talk over here. What a battle on Gold Rush. I think that is what's going to be the title for this game. Could potentially go out to YouTube, but it's proven to be a very entertaining one. And we get one conversion over here. We have another conversion. The Viper is going to be taking one monk and one villager away from MbL, while MbL is still going to retain a 19 villager lead though. That's actually going to be a 29 villager lead, sorry. What is the Viper gonna do? He's going for the fire galley. And MbL is gonna be going for the fire galley as well, but MbL doesn't really want to engage against Navy over here. He just wants to take the fishing ships down. The Viper is going to have 4 fishing ships working on unlimited fish traps. For very cheap, by the way. Conversion over there worth it for the Viper. Now MbL is going to be going for the second fire ship or fire galley at this point in time, and now the Viper's got one regular galley out here, so he's going to be able to take the villager down with it. Few scouts trying to sneak into Viper's base, but Viper already walled behind us. And now the trebuchets from the Viper are going to be taking down MbL's castles. MbL is not going for trebuchets for the time being. Gonna be focusing on taking the fishing ships down, apparently. Yeah, the Viper is going to lose this. Viper is very likely to lose this. Now, remember that Malay can also go for harbors. It's just that the Viper does not really have too many resources right now. But if he went for harbors, then this would be safe. This would be safe for the most part. Instead, the Viper is going to be going for another castle. Even further forward, is going to be even closer to MbL's base. And MbL lost the castle over here. But he's still going to retain this small economy. His outpost, so to say. And he's going to be sending some units forward too. 4 scouts and 1 knight. What are they going to do? Not too much, probably. Viper, on the other hand, is going to be getting that castle up. He's going to be pushing with the trebuchets, and he's going to bring all 3 over here to take the TC down with. No player has taken a single relic, I think. Oh, the Viper took 2. But yeah, the town center is going down to 3 trebuchets with the hill advantage. Now the Viper is going to be able to start pushing towards the extra TCs from MbL on the back. And what is MbL on? Well, military count is going to be very similar for both players, but MbL is going to be mostly on cavalry, while the Viper is going to be mostly on monks for sure. Oh, MbL doing a good job over here though, taking a few fishing ships down, taking the fish traps down as well with the scouts. Gonna be taking the monastery, so pushing the relics out. And then another castle coming up for MbL on the hill, and that is going to be another castle going down. MbL queuing the trebuchets right now. If he wants to have a chance against Viper's trebs, he's going to need at the very least 2, which means that he needs to keep the castle up for long enough to produce the units, and that is going to be a very expensive proposition for him, and I don't think he's going to be able to. He doesn't have enough stone already. So the castle's going to go down, and he's not going for trebuchets either. He's buying a little bit of resources, but the castle's gonna go down in the end. Nice engagement over here. Managed to get 2 trebuchets down already, so that is actually not bad for MbL. The Viper's got the pikemen over here. He's got the crossbows and the monks. But MbL sacrificed the majority of his army just to be able to retain the castle up for a little bit longer. We have our ballista coming up for the Viper though, and Malay are going to have fully upgraded our ballistas, so it's not looking bad whatsoever. And MbL gonna try to get the trebuchet down as well, and he's gonna end up losing all the light cavalry without taking the trebuchet. And the Viper's gonna try to repair this, but he does not have enough gold already. He's running out of gold already. MbL doing a decent job though, keeping Viper's fishing ships in check. And now the Viper is gonna start raiding too, but he's got a huge villager deficiency at this point to make up for. It's going to be 45 villagers behind him. Make that 44. Monk killed by trebuchet. And yeah, the Viper's doing a good job, but it's still a long ways off from getting back up and catching up to MbL though. He's gonna start pushing with another forward castle though. But this one stayed up for MbL. And now MbL is going to have 2 trebuchets with which he's going to be pushing Viper's castle down over here. And that means that MbL is going to be able to go for a forward castle over there and push the Viper away from gold, which is very unfortunate for the blue player. Viper is in a very do or die situation where he's gonna have to make this strategy work in the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, MbL is going to turn the game around and he's going to absolutely stomp the Viper with a much larger economy and a much mightier military production capacity. As the castle goes up, MbL is not really going to react to this too much. It's probably gonna end up losing the TCs, but then he's got enough resources. He's got enough villagers that he should have enough resources very soon to just go for a TC over here or a TC over here. Usually in this situation where you are so much ahead and you're getting pushed hard back at home, you just squeeze your economy towards the side, right? So you get pushed in the middle, you get kind of cut through in the middle, and then you just squeeze yourself to the sides. And over here we have a big engagement as the Viper manages to hold on to this castle and even push MbL back. And MbL still going to be on an insane amount of light cavalry, but the Viper is going to have a good amount of pikemen over here. And he is going to have he's going to have a lot of monks and arbalests as well. Sorry about that, I just remembered about the crap ton emote idea. I could just picture a poop emote, a poop emoji with a weight with the weight icon in the middle and the word ton on it. That is so bad though. I am digressing, sorry. 30 light cavalry for MbL, gonna be sending 6 of those forward, and then he's gonna be retaining 24 of those over here to try and snipe trebuchets with, right? And MbL's not going to have enough monks right now to defend against this. Even if he managed to get all the conversions, he shouldn't be able to hold on against this amount of light cavalry. Now the pikemen, that is a different story, but MbL missed his chance. He had a window of opportunity to take this down before he disengaged or before he bailed back. So now he's gonna try to force this, and let's see, we have a lot of our ballistas. The pikemen now becoming hot, but here as well for the Viper. Monks too, but the blue player is gonna end up taking MbL's castle. is gonna end up saving one of those trebuchets, and MbL is gonna have to pay a lot after losing a lot of light cavalry to the halberdier, 2 conversions, 2 arbalesters as well. And now the Viper on 2 trebuchets is gonna be pushing MbL, and that TC is certainly going to go down as the Viper tries to take trebuchets from MbL 2 and manages to take 1 already. Probably going to be 2 trebuchets going down. MbL on the other hand is going to be reacting to this by going for extra stables. It's going to be cranking the production of light cavalry up to 11 now. But the population scrambling for the Viper. Oh, it was never that high for him in the first place, but while he's trying to take smart engagements and he manages to take the TC down, and he's probably going to be taking this TC down and this one as well. MbL is so far ahead in population that I don't know if the Viper's push is going to be strong enough. For the time being, he seems to be holding on just fine. It seems like he's going to be able to take the trebuchet from MbL down probably before MbL manages to take this trebuchet from the Viper down. But no, it's going to be 1 for 1. At the end of the day though, the Viper is going to be left on 1 trebuchet that he's going to be using for taking the stables down, and a good amount of halberdier and arbalesters to defend the trebuchet with. But it's a very, very fragile army. If he loses the arbalesters or if he loses the halberdier, he's probably going to get pushed back, and he's probably not going to be able to recover from that. University on the way for the Viper though, who is still on 1 TC only, which I think is probably a little bit too hardcore for him to stick to 1 TC for so long. Yeah, needs to keep trying to catch up in villager count. Now we have some halberdier pushing forward from the Viper, and keep in mind though that a lot of these villagers from MbL are going to be unprotected, and the Viper is going to have arbalesters with ballistics very soon. So this could potentially go south for MbL super quick. He's only going to have light cavalry to work with, as he does not have access to gold because of Viper's middle control. And now MbL is squeezing his economy to the sides. Left hand side, a lot of farms, not a lot of protection. Right hand side, a lot of farms, not a lot of protection. We do have light cavalry, but the Viper's got halberdier over here to work with. How many? He's got 7 halberdier, which are probably not going to be enough against this amount of units. MbL is going to have the 1 boyar over here. Skirms should counter light cavalry too. Skirms? Counter light cavalry? Not really sure if trolling or serious. If it was Malay light cavalry, for sure. But yeah, MbL's labs right now, so he's going to have very well upgraded light cavalry. If serious, then don't take the trolling part. Don't take it badly, but it's, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to go for skirmishes against yeah, light cavalry. If you mean if you mean skirmishers and halberdier, then yeah, that could work. Yes, for sure. But Viper's playing Malay and MbL's playing Slav, so MbL light cavalry is much better. He already has plate barding armor. Effectively, MbL keeps getting pushed back now. The Viper does not really have anything to worry about. Yeah, Viper's gonna be going forward with halberdier, arbalesters. Villager count is still going to be higher for MbL, but let's see how low it goes. It was 115 before this raid. It's very likely to go down much lower than that. As the Viper is gonna be only diverting a few halberdier into this group of villagers. He is gonna be pushing MbL in the middle now with the arbalesters and the halberdier. Needs to bring the halberdier over here to protect the arbalesters with though, and MbL should be getting cleaned up, but the Viper's not really microing over here. He's gonna be microing probably on in the south, where he's gonna be targeting the TCs with trebuchets, but this is gonna be unprotected. Over here on the other hand, MbL still got cleaned up. Villager count is going down to 100 for MbL and even lower than that. 96, 94, 93. Is even going to go down under 90 villagers for MbL. Down from over 115. Villager count is now only going to be 14 higher when compared to the Viper. And MbL just does not have enough resources to contest the middle, which means that he's not going to have gold access, which means that as long as he relies on light cavalry only, he's not going to be able to beat the Viper, who's going to have the Halberdier, the Arbalester, the Siege to work with as well. And the GG is going to be called. The Viper is going to be getting game number 2, and we are going to have an equalized series that is probably going to extend onto a third game and potentially even more than that. We're going to take a quick look at the achievements real quick, where the KD is going to be 5-2, actually a little bit less than 5-2 for the Viper, but still very, very close to that. We are also going to have a largest army of 80 when compared to only 46 for MbL. Economy is going to be a mixed bag, where we are going to have higher food and wood collection for MbL, while the Viper is going to be getting stone and gold collection in his favor. Finally, villager high 117, going under 90 at the end of the game for MbL, to 72 for the Viper. GG, and I'll be right back.